Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda, and today we're going to be doing a bunch. I don't know how many I'm going to throw in here because I've done quite a few, and then I think some may have gotten deleted, and I can't remember. I don't know. We'll see. So it's going to be 3 or 4 looks with the new Juvias Place Nubian 3 Coral Palette. Looks a little something like this. I'm sure you've seen it. Open it up inside. Now this packaging doesn't have a mirror, which I don't mind because I would rather this palette be affordable at the price it is and have a better quality than have a mirror. Especially when I always have like a highlighter or something that I can use the mirror out of. So this to me, I do not mind there being no mirror. So this palette is $20. It is cruelty free, and if you do not know, it is made by a black owned brand. Beautiful pigmentation at kind of not drugstore but not quite high-end price tag, but the quality of a high-end shadow. They're just, I love them. They're so good. This palette itself has a 24-month shelf life. So right now this is not available on the Juvias Place website. It is sold out, but it is available on Ulta. I'm sure Juvias Place will have it back in stock soon. I actually purchased this palette with the new Juvias Place I Am Magic concealer. They did not have my shade and foundation, and then it's been like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I've been out in the sun a lot. So this is a little light for me, but I've been able to make it work. So a review is coming on this very soon. I'm doing a whole quest to conceal. I believe I'm going to wear it 2 different ways, the 2 different ways that I've worn it, and let you know what powders it worked best with and all of that. So if you want to stick around for the Juvias Place I Am Magic I was gonna say foundation. For the Juvias Place I Am Magic concealer, wear test, and all of that, then don't forget to subscribe down below. Okay, so this is a 12 pan palette. We have 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. Now, this color story doesn't actually speak to me as much as some of their other color stories have in the past. However, I like the take that they took. I like how they used corals in this palette. I like that it's not just a bunch of pinks. They really incorporated a bunch of other shades. I like the blues. We have a shimmery sort of like dusty blue in there, and then a dusty blue matte, and this is a very like icy light blue. And then we have some more neutral shades. Now this shade right here and this pink, while they look very different in swatches and in the pan, when you're blending them out on the eye, they can tend to be a little similar. You'll see that in one of the looks, I think, unless it got deleted. But if you really pack them up, build them up, then you can see the difference in that pigmentation. And then we have our brown shimmer here, which I have yet to use. And then this is a really nice like rose gold. You'll see that in the swatches. It's a lot lighter. I guess in the pan on the viewfinder, it does look more reflective than it does like when you look at it, because it captures that light, and that is how it applies. It's a nice reflective sort of rose gold shade. And then we have sort of a coral peachy shimmer shade here, and then a little bit darker of a sort of pinky shimmer here. Oh, and then we also have this like brick red matte, and then the gray, of course. So that's pretty much the overview of this palette. Now we're just going to go ahead and jump into 3 or 4-ish looks that I've created using this palette. I'm just going to do a voiceover with them because it's hot now, so between the air conditioner and the childs and the dogs and the everything, I can't keep it quiet enough in here to like talk through it. So yeah, I can't keep it quiet in here, but let's go ahead and get into some swatches, and then we'll get right into our 3 looks.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk through this whole look because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to quickly point out that I'm using that pink in the first half of the transition shade, and then I'm switching to this dustier pink for the outer half of the transition shade. And this is kind of where I noticed that blended out, they appear very, very similar and kind of look like the same shade. So just wanted to point that out. Pretty much I think the rest of this look is self-explanatory, so I'll just shut up and let you watch. Use so many different lip products on each look, so I'm going to go ahead and list them all down below by look which ones I used. Ugh, why did I not cut off this little eye tape? I don't know why I didn't. For this look, I'm starting with that dusty blue shade, and I'm really packing that up against the tape. I want it to be darkest here. That will create the most contrast when we peel this tape off and just gives it a cool effect. So every time I apply shadow to my lid, I always start on that tape and then I blend towards the center. And I'm sort of creating an imaginary line from the edge of the tape where my brow's at to the tear duct. So like a straight line from all the way down is kind of the shape that I'm following. And then going in with the pink, I'm doing the same thing. I'm still following that line. It kind of follows my crease area, and I'm sort of mending, then blending the two shadows in the center. And then after I peel this tape off, I'm just reapplying it kind of where you would put it to create a wing. And then we're going to go in with some concealer just on a little flat brush. And I'm going to carve out just a little concealer wing. On the wing, we're going to do the same colors just in the reverse order. So I started with this little kind of domed, flat, small, like pencil kind of brush to apply the pigment, but I ended up switching to a flat angled liner brush, which can take a little bit longer, but it does it packs the shadow on better, and you get closer to that edge of that line. So it just makes everything a little bit neater. So this is not the first time I've done this style of look. If you have not seen my Carity Come As We Are palette video, I will link that above. I also did the same kind of look in that video, just using a lot different colors. So then we'll just do the bottom lash line. I kept the blue really close to the lash line and then blended it out with the pink and then went with the blue liner to finish off this look. This look I actually want to do something a lot lighter, a lot like smokier but softer than it ended up being. But it's super simple. I just started with this dusty pink and we're doing the same shape that we did in the last look, following from the tape to the tear duct in sort of a straight line downward angle, covering the whole lid. And then I went in with this warm brown, which instead I wish I would have used the gray. That's kind of the look I was going for, but I just deepened up that outer corner. And then after that, after I get that all blended out and deepened up, I just went in with that rose gold shade and I wet that really well. And that's what I really like about these shadows, these Juvias Place shadows, is when you wet them or even dry, they just have such a smooth texture. They don't get chunky on you and they still shimmer and they just look beautiful. Do you see what I mean here as I'm applying this shade to the inner corner of my eye? It just almost looks like a cream shadow. They're so smooth and buttery and soft. They're just amazing. So I just really love that combination of the like dusty pink with the dusty sort of blue-gray and just those muted tones. So I decided to create another look with them. This one's super simple, so I don't think it takes any explanation, but that's just kind of where my head was at. I like that color combination and I wanted to create it in another way and also use that shimmery blue in another way.
Still dancing on the feelings that you give me. I've been staring at the sea, 'cause all of the waves, they keep chasing after me.
Oh man, you guys. Editing this back, I see how much of a hot mess I am. I was battling a migraine, so don't mind that. But this is the fourth look. I hope you guys have a beautiful day today and be the reason someone smiles today. you.